Hello. I finally put some of my long accumulating, festering in my account frequent flyer miles to good use by upgrading to a United Polaris class ticket, Hong Kong to San Francisco. Let's take a look and see what it was like to arrive in a different continent without a sore butt or dark bags under my eyes for the first time in my life. We start our journey in the Hong Kong International Airport in the Cairo Lounge. Today we're going to find out how the other half live, and by the other half, I do mean the 1%. And you might be saying, actually, that doesn't add up to 100%, right? That's 149%. Well, they have most of the money, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm flying first class, business class, for the first time internationally ever in my life from Hong Kong to San Francisco. United Polaris class, business class. We're just going to do a little look and see, really, genuinely, how it is to be rich for a day. They start you off with Prosecco in the lounge. We also have a exclusive menu here. Very, very nice, classy. Alba Luna Prosecco Extra Dry in V. That's that. Soup rice vermicelli with pork and corn dumpling. And we have a hearty breakfast with sunny side up eggs, bacon, smoked salmon, baked beans, roasted tomato, salad, and sourdough. Can't wait for that. But what I really can't wait for is not sitting in economy. Whew, it's gonna be great. So on my choice of breakfast, I opted for the vermicelli because I've been in China far too long. I don't want a British English breakfast with baked beans. It's gonna be hopefully pretty nice. Ooh, it's all clumpy. I guess the 1% don't like any flavor, huh? Or maybe it's just because it's Cantonese style. It's more like bland, not bland, but simple, more clear, more clean, simple flavors, fresh. Can't wait to see what kind of food they give us on the plane. As a Polaris class flyer, you get access to this lounge as well as the exclusive menu. It's a pretty decent lounge, nice and quiet with a lot of space. Although, I did feel a bit like I'm watching Gattaca in real life right here. I hope I don't get dreams as big as Vincent and start expecting to be on the other side like this every time.
When you clean the glass, Vincent, don't clean it too well. What do you mean? You might get ideas.
By the way, if you've never been to the Hong Kong airport, it's one of the best and also most beautiful for takeoff and arrival in Asia, in my opinion. Lots of nice scenery around, so choose a window seat if you can. So I'm about ready to board. Priority boarding, group 1. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. It's gonna be so amazing to get on that plane first and sit longer than everybody else. Oh yeah, but at least it should be a softer seat, right? I can't wait. For some reason, the line still seems very long. I thought it was a little bit more exclusive than this. Thank you. Boarding the plane was a wild new experience. I didn't have to stand in the aisle awkwardly as people tried to make room for their stuff and find their seat. I didn't have to rummage around the overhead bin fighting for space with all the riffraff. All I really had to do was to figure out what to do with all of this stuff that was waiting for me at my seat. I of course had an amenity kit and over-ear headphones, slippers, a blanket, a pillow, a duvet, a doula, everything. Even a little tiny storage closet to hang a tiny coat if I had one. Probably the greatest feeling in the whole entire world is watching all the proletariat walk by while I sit here in my comfortable seat. Now I finally know what it's like to be a smug, rich jerk. That's great. After wheels up, the flight crew came around for the first beverage service. They placed a tablecloth over my tray table and gave me warm, salty nuts, which I love in my mouth. I'm not really a drinker, so I only got ginger ale. However, since this trip, I've read online that United has something called Buffalo Trace, and everyone seems to recommend it. I guess it's bourbon. Maybe next time. You know, I really didn't realize that flying business class required doing your own research before getting on the plane. Speaking of DYOR, apparently I should have also asked for a grilled cheese sandwich, which supposedly slaps, according to Michael on Reddit, and 4 other upvotes. The food I actually ate was pretty mediocre. The first service was the salad and buffalo mozzarella. This was fine, I like basil. The next meal was bad, but still better than the slop that you get in the back. The steak was bland and chewy, pretty bleh. But after dinner, they have a sundae cart rolling around offering you the hardest, coldest ice cream that you've ever had in your life, even after drenching it in hot fudge. It did taste great though. After a few hours of light sleep, and about 15 episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm later, we touched down to a beautiful day in San Francisco.
So I just landed in San Francisco, and I gotta say, I've never felt more refreshed after a long transcontinental flight in my entire life. It's like, I don't know if you can tell, I feel so fresh and so clean. I feel like I've never had a better night's sleep, even in a bed. And you know, what's crazy is, I've seen rumors on the internet that United actually isn't very good for business class or first class. It's a lot better, other options. So I've now made it my life's goal to actually become very rich and fly first class all the time.
You might get ideas.
Yeah, but if the glass is clean, it'll be easier for you to see me when I'm on the other side of it.
Because I don't think you can really beat that. What else? My review of the business class Polaris and United is the seat was very comfortable. Food was okay, not that great. French toast, kind of bland. The steak, kind of bland, but better than the food that the people in the back get, those losers. Not much else to say, I guess. You're still on a plane. You're still sitting there doing nothing for 12, 13 hours, but at least it's comfortable. At least your ass doesn't hurt.
This was the very first time in my life that I did not feel like a greasy, sweaty, dirty, disgusting slob after more than 12 hours on an airplane. Overall, my impressions of Polaris Trans-Pacific Hong Kong to SFO is that if I was paying cash, probably not worth the cost. But if my company was paying, or in this case, if my frequent flyer miles were doing the work, then hey, it's well worth it. If I was rich, also, yeah, well worth it. But since I'm not, I guess I'm gonna be back to going to boarding group 3 and the back seat in the future. I do have a PayPal link in the description, however, for any mega donors who want to support my first class, business class, Polaris class life moving forward. Please consider dropping a few $1,000s into the link below.
You don't miss your flight, Vincent.
Thank you for watching, and please share your experience with flying first class, Polaris class, business class, any class, on any flight, any airline. Let me know what's better, what best. Next time I fly in an upgraded class, which airline should I take and where should I go? Again, I need to do my own research, I know. You know, like everything these days, vaccines, all that stuff. So I will check. So yeah, please let me know what you think is a better first class experience than United here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.